current state of my plant room slash office, and it's honestly giving me the worst headache. I used to do my art in here, but I switched my guest room to my art studio, and I want to change everything in here. I want to dedicate this space to only plants and a place to film for YouTube and content creation and all of that jazz. So I'm going to take you along on this video. This is going to be a long video. I don't know how many days this is going to take me. You're going to see a lot of stuff, but I just wanted to do a before of what this room looks like in all of its chaos. This is what we have so far. I don't think I'm going to leave most of those up there, just some of them, but I obviously want to make it more aesthetic because this will be like my background for when I'm filming talking videos or repotting videos or things of that nature. So, and then we still have, you know, there's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but I'm organizing this basket. This is one that I usually use to just kind of throw stuff in. I have these pots that I love these pots. They're so perfect for growing stuff. And then I just have things like gloves, and honestly not much else. I think I have just odds and ends like humidifier, readers, little straps. I use a paintbrush to clean off leaves. It helps with dry, it's kind of like dry dusting. Bubba, please stop. It helps with dry dusting. Some cotton twine. Sticks. I use these when I want to make little moss poles, trellises. Baby, can you please not step on that? Please, thank you. These are cable ties. I used these when I put my lights on my shelf over there. I can do like a closer video on my shelves, obviously, once I get organized. But that's where we're at right now. It's Sunday. It's like 7 o'clock. And yeah, we're just working through this. I think this is it. I think this is the setup that I'm gonna go with. I like how it looks. I'm looking in my viewfinder. I like how it looks. It looks really lush. When I was putting this together, it seemed like I didn't have that many plants. But now I feel like everything is in its place. I might change it over time, obviously. But I like how it turned out. So I'll do like a 360 of the whole room and show you what it looks like now. There's still some areas that are a little bit messy, but that's because I'm going to be doing some plant work today. So I'm not really in a rush to clean it up, but pretty much everything is in its place. And I'm really excited for this room. This is what the final setup will look like. I put up my table. I got this table from Walmart. I think it was like $32, and I'll try to link most of the stuff that I used in this room in the description box. Some of this stuff is older, like these IKEA shelves back here that I'm using. I don't know if they're still available, but a lot of the stuff is from IKEA because it's one of the most inexpensive stores that I live near in Austin, Texas. So I buy a lot of stuff from there, but let's do a tour of the entire room. Okay, walk in my room. There's Dooney. And then we have the shelves over here, my chair. I got this chair from Home Again. I think that's what it's called. I honestly don't remember, but I'll try to link it in the description. We go over here. This is where I take most of my product photography, but I'm wanting to switch it up when I launch my website because I want to have a colored background that matches my branding. So I'll probably have to paint or spray paint something because I haven't found the color poster board that I am wanting. And then in here, just my closet. I have all of my shipping materials in here because this is where I'll be shipping off plants and other things. And here is one of my plant shelves where I'm growing things to sell in the store. These two mostly have things that are already up for sale in my Etsy store, but I'm thinking of shutting down my Etsy because I want to have my own website, and I'm pretty sure that's the direction that I'm heading in sooner rather than later. I've had my Etsy store for about 4 or 5 months now, and I've done really well on there, but I just think it's time to really expand, and I don't think I'll be able to get that expansion with Etsy the way that I'm dreaming and the way that I desire to. And I can do a whole nother video on that. If you want to see that, comment below and I'll talk about the small business side of the houseplant shop. This is I'm out of breath, y'all. I've been running up and down the stairs and doing a bunch of stuff. Ignore this dehydrated calathea. This is my intake box, and let me see if I can adjust the brightness. This is my intake box. This is where whenever I get plants in, I'm bringing them into my collection or into a growth station for the store. I put everything in this box. They have their own plastic bag. That's not an import. I was just moving stuff around, but they have their own plastic bag. And then I label when I get it in, and then 2 weeks later will be the out date, and then I highlight when I take them out. Some plants right there. That's one of my work boxes. My humidifier. I can do a review on this humidifier if you would like. I do like it so far. I think I might have to upgrade to a bigger one eventually with all of the plants that I'm getting in. And I just want to make sure that everything has the best humidity that it possibly can. This is my little thing that tells me the humidifier. My humidity is not that high in this room. I mean, 63 is probably higher than normal, but I don't really have it that high. This is another shelf. There's a lot of yellow leaves on here, but this is this is my workstation. This is basically where I'm working with doing plants, chopping them, propping them. Everything I do is on this table. And this is literally just an old whiteboard that I have that I wasn't using because it would never stay on the wall. And it was just laying there. So I decided to put it down on top of one of these shelves. And now it's my workstation where I do plant stuff. And I ship plants and all of that jazz, and it's really nice because I had a sale about a month ago, and I did about 40 cuttings, which is insane, and I wrote down stuff on the whiteboard, and it was really helpful to have it like that. And this is just more plants, and obviously I'm going to do a plant tour because I have a lot of plants. These are like my more fancy plants. They have their own little section. And all of these plastic containers, every plastic container I have is from IKEA, except for that one. I think that one is from Walmart, but it was really old when I first moved to my house. I love everything about the IKEA containers just because they're a really good size, they're clear, and I like the aesthetic of them as well. And then here is the watering station. I have a couple of things that I do. I water, bottom water, top water, whatever I feel like, honestly. And then I move them over here to drain a little bit before I put them back to where they're going. This is some Captain Jack solution that I need to refill. I don't have a review yet on this. I just started using it a couple days ago, but I think I will do a video review and look at like plants before and after using this. I'm using it as a preventative. And I've heard great things, so I'm hoping it'll work really well. These are just 3 little plants that will be gifted to someone in a giveaway that I'm running on my TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. My name is Oops, I Planted Again on there. And this giveaway will be when I hit 5,000 followers on TikTok. And it's a philodendron silver sword, philodendron brantianum, and then philodendron micans. This little table is from IKEA as well. There's Dooney again. And then we have this little structure. Ignore that dusty sea blue. Something is going on with that plant. But this is a hanging clothes rack that I got from IKEA, of course. And I just use it whenever I have hanging plants that I want to hang. I used to have a lot on there, but I got rid of a lot of plants. And these are just the ones that I have that I usually take cuttings from or to make new babies from. And then I just have my water storage and then just extra storage down there. Bottom shelf, extra storage, moss, paper towels, things that I need to do stuff do plant stuff. And then this is another look at the background again, and I'm kind of loving it. I think it looks really good and I'm really excited. That's all for today's video, and I'm really excited that I got to bring you along on me redoing my plant room and revamping. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my first video that I upload to YouTube. And I'm super excited to share my plant journey with you, not just my personal plant journey, but also with running a small business. And if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. I do want to do a Q&A in the next week or two while I do some repotting. So make sure you drop your questions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.